Welcome, I'll be reacting to Space 1999, Season 1, Episode 20. This is not a market substitute. Please support the original.
Oh, if we go into orbit, I shan't care about symmetry.
Providing, of course, that planet proves to be as well endowed as computer predicts.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Hopefully friendly.
Alien object closing fast. Some kind of missile.
That's it?
Alan!
What is it? Don't relax yet.
Why?
Well, maybe to gain time to find out more about us.
Prevent us from finding out anything about them.
Diameter 0.86 of a meter, temperature ambient, radiation 0.
Inert?
Oh, totally.
Inert?
However, prepare to receive casualties. Victor, analyze that gas sooner than possible.
I have a theory. What if this probe thing has sensors to find what the atmosphere is of the area around it, and then the tools to create an atmosphere that is friendly to its own kind? And I think this is just extra oxygen. Whoa.
Gone! Gone! It's air! That thing's brought us air!
Blue sky. An atmosphere.
Yeah.
We've got an atmosphere.
That is such a weird shot.
I think we're gonna be all right.
But the final test is to breathe it. Right? Attention, everyone.
Let's go outside.
Dr. Russell is satisfied, as far as she can tell from processed data, that the atmosphere out there is breathable and safe. Now, what I'd like now are 2 volunteers to go out there and make sure.
Everyone's like...
Sandra, Paul, along with everything else, I'd like you to run a constant check on their joy levels.
You need to get your helmets off. I am continually impressed by the glassware on Alpha, as you know. But look at this. I love how they're some of the most dedicated and professional, hardworking people on any show, but they also know how to have fun. When there is downtime on Alpha, it's impressive. I mean, you have the punch bowl sequence party. Now you have a full beach party going on right here. And look at this decanter. I can now see a Space 1999 beach party. The window's open?
We're gonna have to worry about sitting in drafts.
Wow.
Well, we've simply exchanged one set of problems for another.
We have to start to build a new one. To live like human beings again. There are thoughts we just can't allow ourselves to think.
Oh. Come on.
Yeah, here's rotten with humidity. All we've got to do is to start the cycle, sowing cloud-forming crystals in the sky.
Victor, it took 25 years to reclaim the Sahara Desert.
Wait a minute. Maybe that device is monitoring communications, especially of the leadership. It overheard the conversation, and within a minute or two, started the rain cycle. Is it basically an alien Alexa? Alexa, we need rain. I would be running out into that so fast. I love being out in the rain. Carter is just like me. Yeah. Love it. I think my favorite rain sequence is weirdly enough not singing in the rain. It's chum chum chum. Let me find it for you.
The Sea of Tranquility will become a genuine sea. All those craters will fill up and become circular lakes. Oh, John, it's going to be a...
Oh, Victor. He's so
Wait a
adorable.
minute.
But Alpha is built in a crater. And if it rains as hard as you hope it will, right at the bottom of one of those lakes will be Moonbase Alpha.
Uh-oh. Well, at least it's airtight. You can just rename it Atlantis.
How are you feeling back there?
Airsick. That's why I opted for the space program.
Sandra.
And-
Sandra has been doing one dad joke after another this episode, and I am here for it.
Now we're really flying.
Only Carter would enjoy this.
We're not receiving you 2-8, but if you can hear me, Alan, your orders are to return to base immediately.
Alpha, we're in trouble. Come in. This is Eagle 2-8. Do you read me?
At least they'll have plenty of supplies on board.
No, let's not move her yet. She has severe concussion. With concussion, you can never tell.
The one problem with the eagle they were in, I don't think it was a medical eagle, so it didn't have the bright red over it. So the eagle is the same color as the dust. And they can't look for a power signature because no power. The old sci-fi standby, shoot the door lock and hope it works. I did like the comment someone made on Star Trek the Animated Series. Sometimes giving the door lock extra energy might power it to open the doors, which is the best theory I've heard so far, but it's still a bit of a stretch. I feel like shooting locks makes them not work and fuse together. Apparently every other sci-fi writer disagrees with me.
Some camouflage, eh?
They're never going to see us here.
Exactly.
Hey! We're here! We're here! Come back!
Yeah, this is what I was worried about. They all look like dust. They really should have taken one of those huge orange sheets with them off one of the beds. That way, if they got into trouble, they could lay it out on the ground.
Potassic acid. Tanks have smashed, and it's eaten its way into everything. Food, medical supplies, and the water.
Why was it stored anywhere near the food?
It wasn't. The impact must have carried it into the cargo section along with the main motor.
I mean, it's a good idea, but I'm not sure it will stand out. Can you start bringing out the bright colored things? Like that yellow thing behind you. Can you get it out? Anything that has color on it. And there was some orange bubble wrap. I saw it earlier. Get the orange bubble wrap. Put those supplies on top of it to keep it down.
Now I need every eagle I can get. What happens? Half of them go lame. Get those technicians moving, Kano. Get them moving! No eagle is grounded until I say so. Now go on!
Okay, I miss Helena too, but deep breaths. I'm telling you, get some of that orange stuff out front. See, it's right above you. Look at all that colored stuff right there.
Make that 3.
Poor
Now, Paul and I'll
Sandra.
share one.
There must be something we can do.
Like walk?
Oh no. Don't give him ideas. He's all noble and in love. He'll totally do it.
Now, I don't know whether this is friend or foe, but let's get it out of here, all right?
Oh, the poor Alexa. She seems a little bit better. Paul, no. Take your helmet with you at least. Why didn't you take your helmet? Do you at least have a compass? How are you going to find it? I mean, I admire what he's doing, but it's not well thought out. Mushrooms. Don't eat it without knowing what it is, though. That could also kill you. You don't just eat random mushrooms. They finally put the orange bubble wrap up. Thank you.
Oh, we have no way of analyzing, of testing it. We can't eat it until...
But I've already tested it.
I'm with Helena on this.
We're not going back. We're staying right here to begin our new life. None of this happened by chance. We're given an atmosphere.
It's the mushrooms. I think we're seeing the side effects.
So will we launch forth into space and spread humanity from solar system to solar system?
Don't eat those. Okay, but take it outside. Don't hurt Sandra and Helena with this nonsense. Oh, they're coming to reverse the atmosphere. They'll see that. Yeah. Go, Helena. Good one, Commander.
We could grow almost limitless crops once we've removed all the hallucinating elements.
I'm sorry I didn't discover that sooner, Paul.
Oh, I'm not. It wasn't a bad trip.
Our absolute need was to prevent you from penetrating the atmosphere of our planet.
So we gave you what you wanted, in the hope that you would not further disturb us.
I don't blame them. And that was actually a very peaceful way of handling it on their part. Good night, son. I think it was brilliant of Ariel, rather than having a defense system that is offensive in a way, coming after people, trying to stop them. The way that they preserve their own culture is to simply give other people what they want. And they figured giving these people on Alpha an atmosphere would keep them away, and it worked perfectly. I loved the little R2 Alexa device that they sent over, followed by a fleet of them. And some of those shots were pretty amazing of Alpha with an atmosphere. It was great getting to see everyone relaxing and just partying and having a good time to start with before we got down to the drama of the episode. I think those are some of my favorite moments of getting to see the downtime. I kind of want to recreate some of those drinks now. And if I can just persuade more people to watch Space 1999, to get together and have a little beach recreation of this episode, that would be fun. Getting stranded like that, pretty terrifying, especially after we found out that the supplies had all been ruined by acid. And I feel like everyone's reaction to it was pretty genuine. Carter getting really upset about the situation that they were in, and the fact that the acid hadn't been stowed away properly. And then Paul being all heroic and not really thinking about what he was doing because obviously he hadn't been drinking enough water or eating, and he was getting not hangry, but heroically hungry. Is there a word for that? Thinking he could just wander out and walk back to Alpha. I mean, I guess it worked with the Donner Party incident, but let's not go into that. Instead, he went on a lovely little mushroom trip, which could have been way worse because so many of them are poisonous. I remember being a tiny little kid and wandering outside and seeing these cute little mushrooms in the lawn, and being a kid, you put everything in your mouth. And so I don't think I've seen my mother that freaked out, ever. We went straight to the store to get something that would make me throw up, and she basically did not let up until those mushrooms were out of my system. And they might have been fine, but unless you are an expert on it, do not try it as an amateur. Some people make a hobby of it, and that's fine. Then you know how to identify every single kind. So I would definitely be Helena in this scene of, you did what now? You don't just eat them. It was interesting to see how Paul went uber religious when he was on the mushrooms. So I think he probably reads the Bible or something in his off time. I also think it brought out that he really wants to rebuild their lives. I feel like some people on Alpha, I mean, they don't like being cooped up, obviously, but they're okay with what's going on. And others just want to find the nearest planet that can vaguely work and start a new life. We saw a similar clash on Battlestar Galactica Reimagined with New Caprica. Most people saying, okay, the first planet that will sustain life, it doesn't matter how bad it is, we're just gonna settle there. And then the other people saying, that's not really a life. I think we should keep going and try and find more of an ideal situation closer to the planets we left. You know, like go find Earth. So it made me wonder which side I would be on. Would I be like, yes, fresh air, I don't care how bad, I'm there? Or we may not find somewhere in my lifetime, but we're gonna keep trying? I don't know. I would like to think I would stay on Alpha and say, let's keep going. But a part of me realizes that if I was stuck inside that long, after a while, if you showed me a tree and some dirt, I'd be like, yep, we're staying. This is it. Where would you fall on that? I thought this was a really great episode. In fact, I think it's up there in some of my favorites. This is on the rewatch many times list, definitely.